Now, as you can see here, Mr. and Mrs. Applegate, there are two reenactment soldiers engaged in fierce melee combat.
Oh, how exciting!
Yes, the Confederate soldier has the drop on this Union soldier. Hey, Seth, is that you? Is that Seth Stockton? Seth, put the Battle Manassas on hold and come out here and introduce yourself to Mr. and Mrs. Applegate. I'm sure they'd be delighted to meet you.
We would, absolutely delighted. What do you think, dear?
Absolutely delighted. Can we talk with
Well, of
him?
course. Seth, get on over here and say hello to these fine people. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Applegate, this is Seth Stockton, the greatest reenactor in all of Lawton, Oklahoma. Seth, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Seth Stockton. I put on the reenactments, like you just heard.
That's really neat, Seth. Say, how long have you been doing this war game stuff?
Oh, you know, a while.
How long exactly?
About 5 years.
About 5 years?
Okay, 6 years. I've been doing this for 6 years.
6 years. That's a long time, Steve.
Yep.
So what war are y'all reenacting?
Oh, well, right now we're reenacting the Civil War, which took place...
The American Civil War.
Yes, that one.
Oh, Seth, why don't you tell them what battle this is?
Oh, well, the battle we're reenacting...
Tell us which battle this is. Yes.
Oh, of course. It's the battle of...
How much do you get paid for one of these?
Come on now, honey. Scott here obviously doesn't want to talk about money. He probably has at least 2 other jobs.
Good point.
Actually, I do this full time.
This is all you do. Well, that is just
Depressing.
Depressing. That's the word I was looking for.
So why don't you get on over here and introduce yourself to these kind of people, huh?
Yes, hi.
Nope. What's up his ass?
So do you have a girlfriend?
That's kind of a personal question, don't you think?
Well, I was just wondering, because I know if my husband did this war game stuff, I'd leave him in a heartbeat.
That's not the first time she said that.
As a matter of fact, I do have a girlfriend.
Oh, no, come on now, Steven. Imaginary ones don't count.
No.
My name is Seth, and my girlfriend and I are very happy together.
Really? She must be very patient.
Oh, okay. Well, I've had an interesting time talking to all of you, but I have to get back to my task.
Here we go.
What's up his ass?
Oh, you know these millennials with their cell phones and Civil War reenacting.
Fucking bullshit, Seth!
Hey, Wolfgang.
It's fucking bullshit!
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Why the hell do I have to take orders from him?
Well, you joined us a little late. It was the only regiment that had space.
Oh, and none of our hardy southern boys can make room for a Confederate patriot like me.
Our job as reenactors is to retell history as accurately as possible. It wouldn't make sense if we only had Confederate soldiers.
Doesn't make much sense having a white man mixed in with a native.
Historically accurate.
With a darky regiment either, let alone taking orders from a darky sergeant to boot.
Can you not sing that word so loud?
Oh, grow up.
Listen, as much as I would love to make you happy, I simply can't. Until somebody decides to resign their post, you're going to have to serve underneath an African-American officer and respect his rank.
Respect his rank. What rank, Seth? I googled it, and there were no coon officers in the Union Army, Seth. I googled it.
And everything you read on the internet has to be true?
What? Yes, of course. It has like Wikipedia and shit. You ever been to Wikipedia?
Yes, I've been to Wikipedia.
You should know there is no goddamn historical basis for a goddamn coup captain.
Listen, Samuel Washington owns the land we're reenacting on. So every time we want to do the Battle of Second Manassas, he lets us use it. In return, we take a few historical liberties to let him hold the rank of captain. Like it or not, he's doing us a big favor. So why not try to just make him a little happy?
And there it is. What is? You said, and I quote, our job as reenactors is to retell history as accurate as possible. So you'll take a few historical liberties to make Captain Jigaboo happy, but you can't have a regiment with 201 rebel soldiers in it. This is exactly what I was talking to Jacob Old about. Just another example of systematic oppression against the white man.
Wait, Breitbart editor, Jacob Alda?
Breitbart truth teller, you mean?
Damn it, Wolfgang, I told you not to talk to him.
Well, he came up to me and asked questions. If I didn't have a conversation, it would be rude and inconclusive of my southern charm.
Well, of course, he's trying to talk to you then. He's here at every reenactment going on about the statues or something like that. He's trying to make it look like we're a bunch of racists.
Well,
His article is going to make it seem like we're hell-bent on some kind of southern revival, and I don't need that kind of press right now. Damn it, Wolfgang.
look, Seth, I'm sorry. Best friends don't act this way to each other.
It's not late for sorry, buddy. Besides, you can't just go around... When did you get that?
Last week. Pretty cool, huh?
Who gave that to you?
Some friendly guy in an alleyway behind a Chuck E. Cheese. I think his name was Leslie.
You got a Nazi tattoo from a man with a woman's name behind a family restaurant?
National Socialist tattoo. Nazi is an offensive and degrading term. Oh, Christ, it's her.
I can't be seen with you right now. I need to just...
What the hell is she back controlling your life again, Seth? You cannot allow yourself to be pussy whipped like this.
We can discuss the healthiness of our relationship later. For now, just go in here.
Wait, how long do I have to quiet?
Oh, hey, babe. How are you doing?
Was that Jacob Alda outside?
No. It's probably just somebody as pale and sickly as he is.
Well, whoever he was talking to everybody in the camp.
What?
This Alda look like sure has a lot of fans.
Should make a career out of it, right?
You said this was going to stop, Seth.
Said what was gonna stop.
Listen, you might find it pretty cool that naming pictures in the news, but I find it not jumping up and down that nice significant other is placed on some hick racist or a Nazi fascist dogma. It is killing my reputation.
Babe, you know I don't mean for any of that.
Strange, considering your actions are reflecting otherwise.
Look, I'm working on hushing the whole thing up right now.
Oh, so you're saying that racist reenactors isn't newsworthy? The people have a right to know, Seth.
What do you want me to do then?
Start by pulling up your big boy panties.
Pennies?
Pull up your figurative panties, stick your toxic masculinity in them, and tell your story. Get a hold of Vice. They would eat this shit up.
So you still want my face in the public eye?
Of course, just under the headline of a credible news source like MSNBC. What was that? Oh, great! So now we have a bunch of racists with TB.
We're not racist.
You were telling me now 450 of you, none of you are racist?
Have a colored regiment.
Seth!
That's what they were called! Besides, if there were any racists, I certainly wouldn't interact with them.
Oh, really?
Yup.
So how is Wolfgang?
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen him since you told me not to.
Strange, since he keeps texting me asking when you and him go get milkshakes again.
See, he's just a kid. It's not like he can go in a bar. Besides, you know, he doesn't really have any friends.
Because he's a fucking neo-Nazi, Seth! No one wants to be friends with Nazis!
But, I don't know, he's just a teenager. You remember being a teenager. You did weird stuff.
When I was 17, I dressed like a depressed circus clown and listened to shitty emo music. I didn't care on Hitler's version of 1,000-Year Reich.
But maybe it's a phase. He might get over it.
Who are you, his father? He has no place in a loving, accepting society that people like me are trying to create. Dump that little prick on the side of the road and don't look back. No one miss him, I assure you of that.
Look, I can see your point, but we really shouldn't talk about him behind his back like this.
Why not?
What do you mean?
So you haven't seen Wolfgang in 3 weeks?
Nope.
All right. I believe you then. On side note, do all of your clothing marks come with human legs? You come out now, Wolfgang.
Oh, hey, Veronica! Fancy seeing you.
Can it, Nazi?
Oh, National Socialist, and what are you gonna do? Hold a protest? Don't forget the pussy ass.
You aren't worth the person power.
Oh, so now manpower is sexist.
Of course it is, Pimple Dick. That's the whole point. Men in power is the problem. But I'm so glad that you can join us. Mind cleaning your clothes off the fucking floor? I thought Nazis were supposed to be efficient.
And I thought that was the woman's job. But don't worry, I'll give you a second chance. Now down on your hands and knees and be sure to separate the lights from the darks.
What, like the schools?
Amen, sister! Segregation now, segregation forever! Come on, Veronica. Don't leave me hanging.
You need to work out.
Well, that really hurts my feelings, sweetheart. Besides, isn't that all you liberals give a shit about? Just one house life.
Ugh.
Booyah! Come here! Oh, don't fight it, Veronica. You know you want it.
Let go, you fucking perv!
Oh, Seth, do something!
Yes, Seth, help me!
And there it is! No matter how dyed their hair is or how many blog posts they have, every triplet bitch will always hide behind her man. And
delete your bank account, right, Seth?
Oh, what are you gonna cry, little girl?
Look, can you just stay over here for like 1 second?
Yeah, what I coming down?
I'm really sorry about him.
I swear to God, if he ever comes near me again, I will mace his face. You hear that, fucker? I will mace your face.
Look, he's just trying to get on your nerves.
You call that getting on my nerves? He sexually assaulted me. He touched my face to his chest swastika.
Babe, it's not worth it, I promise you. Besides, why did you come here to see me anyway?
My parents, they wanted me to invite you to this Hanukkah/Christmas dinner, but I will just tell them you're busy.
No, wait. I would love to spend the holidays with your family.
I thought every guy hated me in the dad with a shotgun in hand.
If killing me would be against the Hippocratic Oath.
You should tell him that. He has enough guns in his collection to supply an army. Yeah, but if you really want to come, I'll text the address to your phone.
It's like 2 hours away, right?
Yeah, we'll leave tomorrow. I'm already packed.
Packed?
It's my mother's stupid fucking tradition. We'll stay there for 3 days. Jesus lay in the tomb for 3 days, and so do we.
I thought that was Easter.
So did I.
Hey, Wolfgang, what's my phone say?
It's your alarm.
Oh, shit, we need to get this whole place cleaned up. Listen, I'll be home in a few hours. I'll see you then.
Damn. She sure is a piece of work.
It's my girlfriend, Wolfgang.
Still a piece of work. God, Seth, get your panties on a twist.
Hands?
You should get dressed.
So can you leave?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you soon, Seth. Very soon.
Kid.
Hey, Seth! Oh, sorry, did I startle you?
Oh, don't say so, Sheriff.
Sorry about that, I didn't mean to. I just came over to apologize about the Applegates.
No, it's fine.
Well, they're just getting, there.
Yeah, it's fine, I promise.
Yeah, you see, Mrs. Applegate has cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, why God would punish someone so kind, I've never understood.
I'm sure it's not a punishment.
Oh, no, it's a punishment. That woman is an old hag and the worst. Kleptomaniac, alcoholic, beat her kids, you name it, she's done it.
I thought you said she was kind.
Seth, there is a difference between being kind and being a sinner.
Okay.
Well, she's in the hospital again, being looked after by Doc Brownstein.
Oh, Harold Brownstein?
Oh, you know
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's dad. I'm spending Christmas with him.
him. With a name like Brownstein, I thought he'd be celebrating Hanukkah or something.
Yeah, I know. Her mom's Catholic or something like that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, happy holidays, Seth.
You too.
Oh, Seth! I forgot to mention, I saw you on the news. That's fantastic.
No, it's really not.
All right, then. Take care.
Honey, honey, honey!
What?
Isn't that Veronica's new boyfriend?
I don't know, dear.
Yes, I think it is. I'm gonna go call her. Should I call her?
I don't know, dear.
I should call her.
All right, dear.
Hello, Mother. His name is Seth. No, he is not a racist. You need to stop watching TV so much. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, we'll drive safe. We'll get there by 6 if Google Maps is to be trusted. Dinner is, well, at 6. So, they'll give us plenty of time to introduce everyone. And for my mother to fuck with your personal space. Are you sure you still want to go? You guys come down with the stomach flu or something?
Yes, I'm sure I want to go. Just like the last 4 times you asked me. Besides, your dad's a doctor. He'd see right through it.
My father is an oncologist. He would jump straight to stomach cancer. My mother would buy it. In fact, she would love it. She doesn't take care of everything like the sick puppy.
That's what mothers are for. Nurture over nature. Something like that.
That isn't very Darwinist of you, Seth.
I thought you were Catholic.
Just because my mother is Catholic does not mean I have followed her child-raping footsteps.
I don't think your mother would like it if you talked that way.
Oh, please! She never liked anything I had to say or what I did or what I wore, but it's totally fine. She can live in fear of that fake God as long as I can live my life happy and free!
What about your brother?
He is not my brother. You can't just pick some single teenager out of a dozen and make him my sibling. Kevin just stands up everything that we can keep leeching off my parents well into his 30s.
Is he gonna be there?
Of course! He never leaves the house. He has no house, no friends, no job. Who is it?
It's just Wolfgang.
Speaking of low lives.
Yeah. Send me a picture of a duffel bag with the word uprising.
That's not good.
I'm sure it's nothing.
That is not nothing, Seth.
Babe, please calm down.
Calm down. We have to call the cops or the CIA. We can get rid of the kid for good.
Oh, okay. I think he's just trying to make a joke or something, like trolling.
I will not have you mansplain the workings of comedy to me, Seth. I did improv in high school. And besides, who's to say that anti-Semitic nut isn't going to burn a synagogue or something?
That's the funny thing.
Hate crimes are not funny, Seth.
Okay, I didn't mean funny. Maybe ironic?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he's Jewish. Didn't I tell you this?
But he's a Nazi. There aren't any Jewish Nazis.
I know. Well, at least he was born to Jewish parents. He had a bar mitzvah and all that stuff. His name was Shmuel Cohen.
Why would he be telling you this? He's probably trolling, like you said.
I don't know, maybe, but ever since his dad passed away, he just started going into these fits of depression and rambling on about his past. His dad was the one who moved him down here in the first place, thought he needed a fresh start, but then he got cancer and started wilting away, and his dad passed away in the middle of the night, so Wolfgang didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to him.
Then what is a Jewish teenager doing with a swastika on his chest?
I don't know, maybe he just wants to belong to something. He's all alone down here.
That doesn't get any sympathy for the little prick, unlike you, his best fucking friend.
Listen, maybe if you just showed a little bit of compassion, he could get over this whole thing.
Cute. Well, you better quell that love for him right now, or I might have to quell mine for you. Understand? We can't be associated with people like that, baby.
Right.
I'll be part of the music. Hurry up.
Uprising.
They're running off the list. Are you sure they're still coming?
Yes, dear.
Oh, what if, do you think they have an accident?
Yes, dear. No, dear.
I mean, it's a blizzard out there. What if they did have an accident?
It's hardly snowing. I'm sure they're fine.
I just don't know why they're lit like this.
Well, she hasn't been here in a year, and that new boyfriend is probably driving.
Honey, Seth isn't new. They've had a long, wholesome, wonderful relationship.
Oh, how long exactly?
Well, I don't know exactly. I mean, she wouldn't answer any of my questions, but anytime after the last time we saw her.
Oh, so a year ago today.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm just so worried.
Stop stressing yourself out.
Wait. What time is it?
It's 6:37.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to take my pills. I know. So could you just,
Vivian, we've been over this. I cannot write your prescriptions, as I'm not your primary care physician.
But you're a doctor, and I'm out. So
I'm an
could you
oncologist. Do you have cancer?
No.
Then I can't help you.
Why not?
Because it's illegal. Do you want me to go to federal prison, Vivi?
No.
Good. Besides, you shouldn't be on that anyway. Your wrist is beyond healed at this point.
But I need my pills.
You can't keep popping Oxy. It isn't good for you.
Well, it's a prescription from a doctor. Of course it's still good for me. Besides, it still really hurts.
Oh, not enough for you to wear the brace.
Well, it's not like I could cook Christmas dinner and oh my gosh, the turkey. I haven't looked at it in over an hour.
It's been 15 minutes.
I tell you, that stove isn't hot enough. Go outside and get more firewood.
But there's a blizzard.
It's hardly snowing. Go. And shut the front door, it's cold.
Yes, dear.
God is within her, she will not fall. Alright. Kevin here. It's Christmas, and your sister is coming over for dinner and bringing her new boyfriend, and I was wondering if you might want to join us this year. It's just that you've been in there a long time, and I'm starting to get a little worried. And I know you're a man and I'm not a little boy anymore, but I'm your mother, and I would just like to be a part of your
Seems like they're a bit late.
That's what I was saying. I texted her 5 days ago and she responded. I don't know why they can't show up in the time frame. I mean, I talked to your father about this and he said it shouldn't be worried, but what if I should be worried when there was an accident? I just don't know what to do. I mean,
Are you out again?
yes, I am.
Take this.
Is it more pain pills?
No, I'm out of oxygen. It's buprenorphine. Should help with the withdrawal.
Oh, that's very sweet, honey, but I wouldn't call them withdrawals.
Just take it.
Wait, before you close the door, your sister is coming for Christmas dinner and she's bringing your
Yes,
boyfriend.
you said that.
Well, I was just wondering if you would spend this one with your family.
I'll think about it.
Okay. 45 minutes late, Seth.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're always sorry.
I didn't expect there to be so many intersections out here.
Or getting pulled over?
I was going like 5 over.
5 or 15, you know, same difference.
I know, I'm sorry.
My mother probably thinks we died in the snow in this.
Harold, they're alive!
Told you.
Oh my gosh, Hello!
Hi, I'm Seth.
Yes, I've heard all about you. It's so great to meet you. May I hug you again?
Sure.
Oh, good. Oh, you are so handsome. He is so handsome. You are just so handsome.
Yes, Mother.
What'd you do now? Put those bags down. They must be super heavy. And my goodness, did you pack for a month?
Just clothes, I'm afraid.
I'm out of fashion, huh?
You could say something like that.
All right, well, the turkey is in the oven, so go ahead and sit down and get comfortable. Harold's getting more firewood. Harold! Your daughter's here!
You still have a wood-burning stove? Do you even care about the ozone?
What's that?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not done with the firewood!
Stop the firewood! Your daughter is here! The firewood, stop the firewood.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm
You're Harold, right?
Oh, did she tell you?
No, you take care of Mrs. Applegate.
How do you know that?
Oh, the sheriff took Mr. and Mrs. Applegate through a tour of the reenactment theater.
Oh, that's right. You're the racist reenactor from the news. You're dating him?
He's not a racist.
I'm not a racist.
Well, the news said...
You trust the media?
Hello, Evan.
All the news cares about is ratings these days. Doesn't matter if he's racist or not. If it sells, they will run it.
Well, now that we're all here, I'm gonna go check on the turkey, and you keep talking about the liberal media or whatever.
And there it is. Always the liberals' fault. They're the only ones keeping us informed for your information.
Oh, fuck off. It's on both sides. All the news should be some sweaty guy wearing a thin tie reading statistics with no agenda involved. The whole business is brewing in this country.
I don't know if it's ruining the country. The people need to know.
What's your name?
Seth?
Listen, asshole. Ever since September 11th, the whole population of this country has gone downhill.
You're just saying that because you can't smuggle drugs through customs anymore to fund your little business.
Exactly. 3,000 people died and suddenly everyone's lining up to give their privileges away.
Your business?
It's more of a charity, really.
I've never heard of a charity that dishes out hard drugs to anyone who asks.
Don't let your mother hear you talking like that.
Oh, she knows damn well what he does.
Can't we just have a normal Hanukkah without you whining?
Don't let Mother hear you speaking like that. This is Christmas dinner, remember?
Well, we have a menorah.
And where is that?
It's in storage.
All right, everyone, get your plates ready.
This looks delicious. Thank you, Mrs. Brownstein.
You're welcome. Actually, it's Mrs. Baker Brownstein's my husband, but you can call me Vivian or Vivi or Mom, whatever suits you.
Ew! Mom!
Well, that's exactly right, honey. So, let's say prayer now. Wait a minute. What is this?
This is America, Mother. We have access to modern technology, so we should use it.
No. We are having a phone call.
I'm on call tonight. I might need
I
that.
don't want to hear it from either of you. Kevin, dear.
I haven't had a phone since Snowden.
Oh, honey, do not say the name of traitors in this household.
Sorry, Mom.
What the fuck are you talking about? Snowden.
Veronica, what did I just say?
Oh, fuck you!
That is not language for the dinner table, young lady. Seth, dear.
Yes. There you go, Mom.
Thank you so much.
I mean, Vivi.
What is that? Sounds like a car horn.
I don't know.
Don't get rid of him.
I'll get the door.
He's got it!
What are you doing here?
Hey, Seth.
How did you get this address?
The text on your phone?
You hacked my phone.
Hardly. I just took a screen grab of your homepage, and I'm here to celebrate Christmas with my best friend!
You didn't think Veronica would find out?
That's why I use code.
What are you talking about?
You got my text?
Yeah, uprising. What does that mean?
Uprising. It's an anagram of surprise!
No. No, Wolfie. Uprising isn't an anagram of surprise. Uprisers is.
Sam, who was there?
Oh, no, please don't.
Merry Christmas!
I'm sorry, are we being annexed?
I thought I said get rid of him.
Who's your friend, Seth?
Wolfgang Schindler.
Hello.
You know this boy? Yup. You guys are best friends, right?
Yep.
I guess the news was actually right for a change.
That is enough.
All right, Hunty, it is Christmas, a time of cheer and joy. Hello, I'm Vivian, and this is my husband, Harold, and, Wolfgang, do you have anywhere to stay for Christmas?
No, man.
Well, then you'll stay here with us.
What?
We'll leave an extra place at the table and plenty of food, and I can see that you packed. I hope that the couch is all right.
You can't be serious.
Well, do you think Jesus would turn a 4-6 boy away from his authority?
Oh, screw Jesus! He's a fucking Nazi!
National Socialist.
I will not have that language in this house, young lady. Go to your room.
My room? I'm 24.
Well, then stop acting like a child. Room, now. Go.
Fine! I would much rather be grounded than under this fascist asshole!
I am so sorry about
Oh,
that.
it's all right. I'm used to it by now.
Wolfgang, you are our guest now, and as such, will be treated with respect from here on out. You can go ahead and have a seat. There's plenty of food.
About that gun.
What of it?
Oh, well, Harold and I are law-abiding citizens, of course, and supporters of our Second Amendment. We have one little rule, though, and that is no guns at the dinner table. You can leave it in the cabinet.
Well, I can abide by that. It's good to be two God-fearing Americans who care about our God-given rights.
Rights?
Who are you?
You think you have rights, buddy?
Yes, buddy, I do.
Judging by your uniform, you obviously don't have a very good grasp of history. Either that or you're just very fond of losers.
Who are you?
I'm Veronica's brother, Kevin.
Well, I guess libtards run in the family.
Think I give a shit what you wear? I've lived long enough to know that some people get a little lonely and start flying the flags of failed military actions. But hey, the South will rise again, right?
You should give up on all that equality bullshit. Try hating someone for a change. It's a lot of fun, I assure you.
Oh, I hate everything. Especially those precious rights you cling to.
Well, like it or not, my rights cannot be taken away.
Tell that to the Japanese.
What the fuck are you talking about?
1942 ring a bell? I know we don't like to talk about it in this country, but in 1942 the Japanese relied on their rights, and look where that got them. One signature and it was off to the camps. If it could happen to them, then it sure as shit could happen to you. So you hold on tight to that gun, patriot, because all you have are temporary God-given privileges.
So let me get this all straight. All you can sit by and... Oh, and we decide to bear arms.
Damn right. This is a 9mm Parabellum PPK, the same gun used by our Führer. I picked this little puppy up for like $250, and she is all mine.
You don't look a day over 14.
Age doesn't matter with guns in America. Besides, I'm an expert in gun safety.
Regardless, I've not seen a house for 3 days where a neo-Nazi has access to an assault rifle.
Well, there is a hotel 20 minutes down the road. You can take your father's truck.
You can't have her do that.
Oh,
I'm on call. I need the snow tires.
pay attention, everybody. My own mother would much rather this white supremacist teenager over for Christmas than her own daughter. Does anybody have a problem with this? Seth, say something.
I don't think that's what she's saying.
Thank you, honey. Oh, here comes Kevin to save the day. Knowing you probably have no opinion on the matter and think we're both stupid, right?
Yes and no. I do actually have an opinion on the matter, but I also think you're both stupid.
Hey!
Okay, so I really like drugs. I'm an avid narcotics collector, just like Wolfgang and his guns. I use them responsibly, just like him. I hope. I can take bath salts and just feel the urge to clean my room like everyone else. However, I understand that someone who isn't quite right in head can acquire the same drug as me. They acquire them legally and take them. They then go off and eat a bunch of Floridian spaces.
Exactly. The problem is crazy people, not responsible gun owners like me. What is so hard to understand about that?
Not so fast there, Patriot. You see, in this country, you have to toe the line for the weakest link. No child left behind all that bullshit. The dumb kid huffing paint still gets to walk with the men's members. And like it or not, we have to toe that line in order for our society to function. So drugs are regulated in order to keep us all safe from the weakest link. I personally think all drugs should be left open to the discretion of the user. However, I understand why those regulations exist and abide by them. At times. But what I don't understand is why some old words on some old document written by some old syphilitic white dude in between getting blown by 5 slaves gives you the right to have your hobby largely unregulated. Just doesn't seem fair to me. After all, isn't this a fair country where everyone gets a chance? That's what they tell us, at least.
on my side.
Way to go, traitor!
No! I'm not on anyone's side, and especially not either of yours. What with your more guns in schools to keep guns out of schools, and your fucking protests, it's not the 1960s. Nobody cares if they see a vertical iPhone video of you getting pepper sprayed by a cop screaming, police brutality, and for God's sake, get out of the street. Some of us have lives to attend to. This nation was given the chance to change after Columbine. We were given the choice between dead 8-year-olds and things that go bang. Our representatives chose things that go bang in pretty astounding numbers. That, and because of how effective lobbying is. If you want my opinion, just sit back, smoke a joint, realize that life is basically pointless, piss away all the natural resources left on this planet, and chill the fuck out.
Wolfgang? The gun. Wolfgang!
Oh, yeah, sure.
Where are you going?
The hospital.
But it's Christmas.
Well, I don't think cancer is aware of that, dear. But I'm taking the truck so you can forget about the hotel plan.
Fine.
What time is it? Oh no, probably like 9:30.
Well, I'm going to sleep. Mom's set.
Okay.
Guess I'll go too.
All right, good night, honey. Sweet dreams.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
So the couch over there is fine?
Yes.
Great.
Ugh, barely touched dinner.
Oh, Deputy, this better be important using my personal phone. Have you ID'd the body? This is the 20th case this month. What was the time of death? 1198, just like the other MOs. Listen, we can't let this keep happening. I know they're cancer patients, but to have all of them go out this way, it's... You know, my cruiser's out back. I'll head on over. Don't let anyone into the hospital room. No nurses, no doctors, anybody. They're all suspicious. Yeah, I'll be there shortly. Just keep the position. Poor Mrs. Applegate.
Hey, what time is it? Around midnight. Long night?
Yeah, you could say that.
Must be hard getting pulled away from your family around Christmas.
I don't know. I've never been one much for the holidays. Did you see the tree?
Half finished.
I just can't do it anymore. You know, it's not a holiday. It's just an excuse to buy shit.
Well, I mean, it's gotta be especially hard having to celebrate Christmas.
Why?
But, you know, being Jewish and all.
Look, I put up with it. That's what Jews do. There's only 15 million of us left in the world. We just put up with it all. I just put up with it.
Something bothering you?
Mrs. Applegate died at 11:38.
I'm so sorry.
You know, maybe it's better this way. At least now she doesn't have to live in immense pain.
Is your husband there?
No, he doesn't know yet.
Oh, you don't tell them?
Not in the middle of the night. Would you want to be woken up from a good dream just to hear that your wife is dead?
It's not.
I need a cigarette.
But you're a
doctor? Yeah, sometimes I just need one.
Thanks.
You didn't think it was free, did you?
No, I guess not.
It's some friend you got there.
I know. I'm sorry about him. He's been like this since his dad passed away from prostate cancer. He's young, and I know that doesn't
Look,
justify his...
I'm a Jew in Oklahoma. I grew up with guys like him. Never made friends out of him, though.
He showed up to the reenactments a couple months ago, started asking questions, and I had no idea that it would end up like this.
You can tell my daughter isn't too thrilled.
She's never really thrilled about anything.
She goes overboard sometimes, though. Loses sight of the fact that Wolfgang is still human.
What do you mean?
Look, when I was a kid, I had this friend, Ben. Now, Ben's grandpa was an old Hungarian Orthodox Jew. One day in April 4th to be exact, Ben and I were 16, and I was over at his grandpa's house. I noticed his grandpa wearing short sleeves, and this was amazing because as long as we'd lived, we'd never seen him with anything but long sleeves. And then I noticed he had some marks on his arm. I asked him about it, and he showed me it was a tattoo, 5 numbers, 97556. Then he told us about how in 1941, the Nazis took he and his family from Debrecen and put him on a train to Buchenwald, and, well, you know. And then he talked about how on April 4th, 1945, that's when the Americans arrived. He said that was the worst day of his life.
But he had been liberated. They'd all been saved.
They were liberated, but saved. Look, any doctor worth his salt will tell you that when you starve someone the way they did at Buchenwald, you can't just shove food down their gullet. The body can't handle that kind of a change. But the Americans didn't know that, and neither did the prisoners. Only Ben's grandpa did. He was a doctor, like me. Anyway, he watched in horror as these people who had just been saved from their murderers were handed a new fate by their saviors. Their bellies would distend and they would just drop down dead. It took him 2 days to realize it was the food that was killing him. Anyway, Ben's grandpa made it out alive, came to America, ended up here in Oklahoma. After that, he never wore long sleeves again. The rabbi wasn't too happy, but he didn't care.
Good for him. He was able to tell this story without ever having to say any more words.
Well, it wasn't always so peachy. Some guys just like Wolfgang started harassing him. They started lighting fire to his mailbox, painting swastikas on his house. Finally, I'd had enough. I went over to Ben's grandpa and I said I was ready to deal with these Nazi pricks. And he just looked at me and said, "Good will prevail, just like in April 45.
So they left him alone after that.
No, they killed him. Grabbed him on the way to the grocery store, stabbed him 14 times, dragged him into the gutter, broke his jaw over the curb. He bled out over 45 minutes later. I never saw those guys who did it again. They were teenagers, just like Wolfgang.
I'm so sorry.
It was a long time ago. But he taught me that day that when you run into someone like Wolfgang, you just gotta let them tire themselves out. You know, a person can only hold in hate for so long before it bursts. Wolfgang's just some confused Christian kid who needs to figure his shit out.
That's the crazy thing. He's not Christian. He's Jewish, like you.
A Jewish neo-Nazi?
I know. Veronica said the same thing. He was born to Jewish parents. His real name is Shmuel Cohen.
Cohen? What was his father's name?
Keaton, I think.
Jesus, I think I cared for him. New Yorker, right?
So I'm told.
You've ashed on your arm.
Thanks.
You're wearing,
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Your secret's safe with me.
Thanks.
I just have to ask. Is it Veronica's?
No, it's not Veronica's. I bought it myself.
Is it it's like a sexual thing?
No, I started in high school. It's just been sort of comforting, I guess.
Does she know about it?
No,
Are you gonna tell her?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Wait. You won't tell anybody, right?
Secret's safe with me.
Oh, hey, Seth. Didn't know you were out here. Don't mind if I join you, do you?
Not at all.
Out for a midnight drink, I see.
Yeah. Oh, no thank you. Weed makes me paranoid.
Suit yourself.
So, you're like a drug dealer then?
You could say that. I did make a makeshift chem lab in the middle of my parents' dining room. I don't make a profit off it, though. I have a doctorate in chemistry, and I put my skills to good use. Took college classes in high school. Bit of an A1 student, actually, much to the board's chagrin. Won't be giving any alumni speeches anytime soon.
So you're not the only Dr. Brownstein in the family.
People call me Dr. Fun. But yeah. Vivi is desperate to have something to hold on to. She feels like she failed with Veronica when she let her leave the nest too soon. She's afraid of doing the same thing with me, so she lets me do whatever I want. I don't have a problem with it as long as she doesn't.
So you're just using her then?
I mean, you can call it what you want. But I really do love that woman, and this family.
Well, Veronica doesn't seem really thrilled about having you as her brother.
I showed up when she was 17, and she's just one of those people who can never sort herself out, so she goes around blaming everyone else for her problems.
I mean, she does have depression and anxiety.
Please, we all have that. And we have different ways of coping. I just sought enlightenment through mind-altering chemicals.
So, that's your charity. You help people deal with life?
Exactly. Amnesty International ain't got shit on me. I went to college to learn how to create my own supply right out of my own house. Took me ages to figure out. Chemicals killed the family cat, but it was worth it because I'm an expert now.
Well, don't you live in fear of getting caught?
It's pretty hard when I never leave the house. Carry out all of my transactions online. Modern technology really is amazing.
I don't mean to sound forward, but you just seem like you don't care.
What do you mean?
I don't know. What you were saying back there about guns and rights and all that, you just seem like you don't care, like you don't have a political party or anything.
Said, political parties are for adults who were never told their opinion doesn't matter. Both sides are exactly the same, but we never learn, and that's why I meditate. My job is to come up with solutions to life's little problems, and I've been working really hard to that end. So far, this is the best I've come up with.
What is it?
This, my friend, is Amerika, with a K.
It's like a drug.
Sad. This is the most complex chemical I have ever created. One drop of this, and you have lost complete control of your mind. You're at the mercy of this little purple liquid. Red, white, and blue, baby.
Have you tried it then?
Oh, God, no. I'd take almost any drug, but I'd never get mixed up in this. I've seen 8 people take it, and they've all ended up exactly the same. Trapped inside themselves, unable to get out. They go back to their same dead-end jobs where they're still basically slaves to Amerika.
How does it work then?
Well, it's taken orally, and once taken, the user goes through 3 stages. The first stage is like most drugs. You feel a high come over you. You start to see colors and tracers. This is then followed by a sudden loss of motor function that lasts for exactly 2 minutes. Once this passes, you enter stage 2. You regain motor function, but you enter a mindset of hostility. Everyone around you becomes your enemy. You start to see people for who they really are. You drop the whole socially acceptable facade. Any ability to foresee the consequences of your actions is lost. Any love connection of past relationships is lost. You are basically emotionally rebooted. Sadly, most people run themselves into rock bottom and never get out. But in doing so, you have revealed your true self. Those subconscious fears and desires come flowing out into plain sight. It can be pretty nasty at times.
What about stage 3?
Huh?
Stage 3, what is it?
No, I have no idea. I just assumed there was someone strong, loving, and non-judgmental enough to get past stage 2.
This drug sounds awful. Why would anybody take Amerika recreationally?
Seth, my services aren't meant for recreation. I don't give out good times. I give out cures. A tonsillectomy certainly isn't fun, and people aren't getting them because they're bored. You get one because you want a lasting cure to a disease that is taking you over. Listen, I'd love to talk more, but it's like 3 in the morning, and I need my sleep to detox my bloodstream.
Wait, you don't really think it's all pointless, do you? I mean, there has to be some hope left.
Do you see hope anywhere around you? And I mean right around you? You've been in this house for 5 hours, and have you seen an ounce of hope for our little society? This nation, this house, is our own little nation. On its last legs, all it would take was a little something to push it over the edge, and the whole structure would come crashing down. I'm just sticking around to see its gruesome end. You could get out of this, you know. I know you might have feelings for my sister, but love is just chemicals, like what's in here.
I can't just leave Veronica. She needs me.
I can't tell you what to do. What I can tell you is that keeping her in a house with a father she disregards, a mother she disobeys, a brother she distrusts, and a National Socialist she despises will backfire. And you will be the first person in her blast radius. Good night, Seth. Whether or not you're with us in the morning, I wish you best of luck.
one ate last night, we can just have the leftovers.
Well, maybe if you saved the feast for the 25th, not 23rd, it would have been more appropriate.
Honey, I am the woman of this household. It's my job to prepare dinner every night.
That's it?
Well, no, I also cook and clean and do the dishes and wash the clothes and, you know, all that. Well, of course, take care of your brother, Kevin.
And when was the last time you left the house?
I went and got groceries a couple days ago.
To wash the clothes and do the dishes and to take care of Kevin. But yeah, what did you do for fun?
Well, I went with some girlfriends to a Bible study a couple weeks ago.
That was fun.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you miss being young, going out, drinking the night away?
No, I do not miss that. I am as a sinner then, Veronica. They've all passed me since I was saved. I miss this is what I miss.
What?
You know, having you here to help me out. You know, doing chores and things. I remember when you were little and you used to get out your broom to help me sweep and I would sing hymns to you.
Mom, stop.
And you would look up at me with those big green eyes and ask me questions about Jesus.
Mom,
And
please.
your feet would dangle off that chair right there and you'd say, tell me the story of Adam and Eve, Mom.
I'm not having this conversation.
That's what I did, Veronica. That's what I miss. And now I never see you anymore. At least not 3 days out of the year. I mean, I feel like I screwed up somewhere.
You didn't screw up. I just grew up.
But you're still my little girl.
No, I'm not. I have my own apartment. I pay my own bills with money earned from my own job. That's the thing about little girls. They turn to grown women.
And you hate me.
Jesus Christ, stop overreacting.
That is not language for the dinner table.
I'm at the dinner table.
Oh, family is everything.
No, it's not. You're just taught that. Well, you have to love these people or fire and brimstone awaits? That's all bullshit.
Wait, so you don't even love your father and
I think of you more as distant acquaintances.
I? And your brother?
Oh no, I hate him.
I can't believe that you feel this way.
Would you rather I just fake love? I'm sorry, just do not feel the way about your dad.
Honor thy father and mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you.
Exodus 20:12.
Well, you remember.
I hate that verse!
I'm sorry, am I interrupting something?
Shut up!
I'm hungry.
Well, don't eat that, dear. Dinner is ready. Come on over.
What's for dinner?
Oh, the same thing as last night. Oh, come now. You will eat it and you will like it.
He is not your son.
I know that.
Oh,
That's my boy.
I'm hungover.
When are you not?
Good point.
Dad? Mama!
Sid! I'm here.
Jesus!
I'm sorry, I've been up for a while. I just heard the screaming.
Well, you guys must have been up late. It's after 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I forgot my sleeping pills.
Oh, I got something for that.
No, thank you.
Oh! Oh, God, that's good.
Good morning, everyone.
Actually, it's after
I
3
know
o'clock.
what time it is. I was being polite.
Sorry.
So, do you guys open presents now or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. No one opens presents on Christmas Eve.
That's right. Santa doesn't make his round until tomorrow.
Believe in Santa Claus?
Don't all of us Christians? What? Joking, right, Steph? Laugh.
Can you please be quiet? I just want to have one dinner without hearing your voice.
Oh, what's the matter, Veronica? You don't want me to sing Christmas carols?
Something tells me you don't know the words.
Of course I do, but...
Okay, sing.
What song?
Hark the herald.
Hark the herald angels sing. Easy, got it. Shut up.
Okay.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to these brand new kings. Peace on earth for Jesus and the creatures of the wild. Devil and sinners all are vile. Look, if I'm singing, then you can't be fucking around. You fuck! Herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels.
That is not language for the dinner table.
You would rather side with him than your own girlfriend?
I just thought you were kind
deserve kindness. They're leeches. They latch onto this country and suck the life out of it. Do you remember Charlottesville? Did not phase your mind that you were spending time literal Nazis with torches were marching down an American street?
National Socialists!
Shut the fuck up! And everyone got crazy. And I'm the only sane one left. We let this kid to our house. He slept under a roof, ate our food. I have to be dreaming.
He is a fellow American.
He is in an SS uniform. Kevin, you can't sit by and listen to his bullshit.
It's none of my business if somebody wants to play dress up.
Dad! You, of all people, can't be okay with this.
Veronica, don't.
You would rather hide than put your foot down?
Let's just have a good Christmas and make your mother happy.
Wolfgang,
Yeah?
whose house are you in right now?
Your parents?
Oh, good. Yes, and, what are my parents' last names?
Baker?
Oh, that's my mother's last name, yes. But do you know what my father's is?
Baker?
Brownstein! Welcome to the Brownstein household. Be sure to enjoy all 8 days of Hanukkah because you're an American citizen.
They are Jewish?
Me, Harold, and Kevin are all Jewish.
Shalom.
Veronica!
Can't handle it, can you, Wolfgang? Your mind is probably racing right now. How could I enter a Jewish house, eat Jewish food, sit at a Jewish table?
Bullshit! No kike would ever let me into his house.
This kite would.
Dad.
Look, Veronica, your mother's right. Wolfgang is our guest, and I will not sit by and watch you torment this poor kid in my own home.
So I am dreaming.
What the hell is going on? I feel like I've missed something.
He brought a gun. He obviously has some plot to take us all out.
Certainly thinking about it now.
Look, can we please all just calm down a little?
As an American, he has a right to open carry.
Are you fucking kidding me? How could you all be so fucking blind?
Look, Wolfgang needs somewhere to celebrate Hanukkah, and god damn it, he's doing it here.
Oh, shit!
Stay where you are! But nothing! This is a normal family having a normal Christmas dinner. So everyone sit down, shut up, and act normal. Act normal! Jimmy, answer the door.
That's right. Normal. Normal. Hi!
Hi, Mrs. Baker. Mind if I come in?
No, come on in. This is the sheriff, everyone. Temple Esquire.
The sheriff is a Mexican?
Oh! It's fine. I am of Mexican heritage.
So, what brings you here?
Oh, well, you see, it's the holidays. There's plenty of houses around celebrating, but we got a few noises complaints, so I thought I'd swing by and just you guys to keep your voices down a little bit.
Can do, Sheriff.
Oh, Seth! Glad to see you made it. Oh, is this your girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
You are lovely, miss.
I don't talk to pigs. Veronica! Black Lives Matter!
Blue lives matter! Jesus Christ!
I'm starting to see where the noise is coming from.
Veronica, I will not have you insult an officer of law to his face.
No, it's fine, Mrs. Baker. It is her right as an American citizen to say what she would like.
I will start showing you respect once he starts respecting our rights.
Privileges.
Now, ma'am, I have not infringed upon your rights in any way.
Of course you haven't. But if I was black, you would have me cussed by now.
Yeah, because they deserve it.
You are all just a bunch of bigots with a badge.
Actually, if you look into it, it's really more of a class issue than a racial one.
Oh, so you're saying all those cops murdering people of color are saints?
I'm not saying that. I'm sure there's plenty of racial bias, but like shootings basically have to do with how poor minorities are victims of systematic oppression.
Fancy that coming from a white man. You are such a racist, Kevin. You can't say that people of color are poor.
Oh, I'm sorry, there's no difference in whites and blacks. They are both equal.
Of course not. It is ingrained in the system.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because the system has screwed them over so many times, they're forced to commit armed robbery to survive. Then when the cops show up, they're more likely to get shot because of their SOPs. If the FBI is to be believed, black people commit more violent crime because they simply don't have any money.
And because niggers are good for nothing lazy balls.
I'm sure the sheriff is a good dude doing a dangerous job and pays shit.
I didn't mean to get this conversation started.
Doesn't mean he isn't a racist, but it's pretty hard to get away with murder when you have a body cam strapped to your chest.
Oh, we don't have those.
You don't?
No, funding can't afford it. It's all the honor system here.
We're fucked.
Tell me about it. Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
What's up, his ass?
Um,
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Baker. That is not appropriate language for the dinner table. You guys have yourself a happy holidays and just keep your voices down, all right? Oh, Seth, I forgot to mention, Mrs. Applegate died last night.
oh.
Cancer is a terrible thing.
Cancer? She was fine cancer-wise. She died from an overdose of anesthesia. I mean, we haven't ruled out a possible accident, but we also suspect foul play. What kind of monster would take a grandmother from her family 3 days before Christmas? I just can't understand it.
I know, that's terrible.
Harold, you didn't see anything, did you?
Yes, Harold, you didn't mention that Mrs. Applegate had died when you came home last night.
That's because I left before she died.
Well, you were her primary care physician.
Not exactly.
At least that's what her file said. I mean, what a cancer patient would eat with ketamine anyhow, I'll never understand.
Is this really the time for this conversation, Sheriff?
You're right. Sorry, Doc. You guys have yourselves a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah, Doc Brownstein.
Door's right behind you, Sheriff.
I'm confused. Who the hell is Mrs. Applegate?
I think I'm going outside.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just a little hot. Going outside should help.
Okay, well, I'll come with you. Here,
Okay.
take my hand. I'll take care of you.
I'd better go with them too. I am a doctor, he might get sick.
He does not have cancer, and you are going to sit here and eat this day-old food that I prepared for you.
Strange.
What?
Never seen Veronica being that nice.
Shut up and eat your food.
What's really going on?
Nothing. I told you.
I can tell when you're lying.
How?
You get all quiet and look at the floor.
Okay, well, I can't tell you, though.
Like hell you can't. I'm your girlfriend. You will tell me whatever I ask.
It's about your dad.
Ew, what about him?
Okay, so I was out on the porch last night, drinking some gin.
You told me you quit.
I lied.
Go on.
And he came out, and he was having a smoke.
He told me he quit.
He lied.
Go on.
Anyway, we started talking, and he told me that Mrs. Applegate had died that night.
But he said that he left before she died.
I know. That's why I'm worried. And then, according to what the sheriff was saying, well, I don't know. I think that your father might have killed or put her down or I don't know. What is it called?
Euthanasia?
Yes! I think he euthanized her! I think he killed Mrs. Applegate.
And why would he do that?
I don't know. The sheriff said she was kind of an asshole. Maybe he got fed up with her.
You're gonna believe what that racist cop said?
No, I experienced it firsthand.
You got bullied by a 72-year-old woman?
Yes.
Look, I just can't see my dad killing anyone. He's a really nice dude, as long as you aren't his daughter.
What if he justified it somehow?
Look, I know you must think that you're a real big shot because you just solved a murder case all by yourself. I just don't see it. Anyway, it's cold now. We just get out of here. I'm going inside. Yeah.
Just... Oh, shit, it's good to see you!
It's colder than a witch's tit out here.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
So it seems as though our relationship has taken an interesting turn, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what you mean.
You wouldn't want anyone to find out your little secret now, would you say?
No, please, don't kill me. I didn't mean to.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no!
Are you crying?
Yes.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Get up, get up. Did you piss yourself?
I don't know.
Look, you've probably figured out by now what I've been up to.
How could you, Harold?
How could I what? Sit by and watch these people wither away and die from a disease I can't cure?
But you're a doctor. You can't just murder people.
It's not murder. It's called euthanasia.
I know, euthanasia.
So you understand it.
No, not really.
Look, you haven't seen what I see every day. These people come in full of life, surrounded by their friends and family, and then time goes by, they just wither away till there's nothing but withered flowers and get well soon cards.
But Mrs. Applegate was getting better.
Oh, did you see her latest charts? The cancer was everywhere. She had no hope. She begged me to do it. She laughed when I stuck the needle in the drip. She hadn't smiled in months. Who are you to take that away from her?
But you're a doctor. You're supposed to use your fantastic technology to cure the sick and help the weak.
It's all bullshit. Oh, sure, we discovered that leeches weren't the best idea, and we discovered penicillin by fucking accident, but we don't know the first thing when it comes to curing this disease.
How long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years.
Look, I get no pleasure in what I do. I'm not some sick Kevorkian-esque death doctor. I do what I can to help.
Wolfgang,
What about him?
you cared for his father.
Yes.
He wasn't there when his father died, right?
Yes.
I will know the truth, no matter what you say, so don't bullshit me, Harold. Did you kill Wolfgang's dad?
Time of death, 11:38 p.m.
You bastard. It's your fault that he's like this.
You can call me what you want, but I gave that man an escape.
He'd only been diagnosed for like 2 months.
Well, now you know. So you can drive down to that police station and turn me in if you want. I won't stop you. I will atone for my sins and accept the consequences of my actions. Question is, will you?
What do you mean?
My house. My family can't afford it without me. Oh, sure, Kevin would be fine on the streets. He's run away enough times he can take care of himself. Can't say the same for my wife.
I'm not gonna turn you in, Harold.
Then you agree with it.
No, I don't agree with it. I just understand.
You haven't told anyone.
No.
You're not going to tell anyone.
Nope.
Good. I'm glad. Now why don't you head on inside and get yourself cleaned up?
Are you feeling better, honey?
Yep, thank you. Good night.
What smells like this?
Oh, I smell that too.
Well, does anyone know what time it is?
Like 7.
Oh, well then, a Christmas Story is probably on television. Why don't we all go watch it?
Good idea.
Thank you. Kevin, dear, we're gonna watch a movie. You want to join us?
Up on.
He's been gone for a while now, yes.
Oh, thank God.
We're all gonna watch a movie. Why don't you join us?
Oh, sure. Oh, by the way, I found something for you.
For me?
Hang on. Here. Oh, here it is.
Oxy, thanks, honey.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Oh, thank you. Just get your butt in here now.
Wait, I'll just hide this.
Oh.
Hello, and good evening. My name is Ignatius Bumscratch, and as you can tell by the tiny techno music accompanying me and constant fear-mongering, you're watching BBC News. God, all this news. I love all this news. The news today. Donald Trump has been a very naughty person. Again.
God, he's such an idiot.
Watch your mouth. That is our president you were talking about.
Trump is a godsend. He can get everything done. If it wasn't for him, this country would be lost.
So far, he has had to go back on every one of his decrees. The travel ban, the family separation, the law, Puerto Rico Paris climate change agreement, denying Russian collusion, and Stormy Daniels.
Because the liberals just block everything he wants to do. He's the president. They should let him do whatever he wants.
Don't remember you saying that when Obama was in office?
That's different.
How so?
Oh, because he was a Muslim Nazi atheist, sweetheart.
And a baby killer.
You people are ridiculous! The Clintons were 100 times more qualified.
What? Who you calling you people?
You don't get to say that!
Honey, Bill Clinton ruined this country. You are too young to remember. Besides, he was an adulterer. You'd rather have that in the White House than a successful actress.
Her husband has nothing to do with her.
Oh, you mean Hillary?
Basically the same person at this point.
What about her emails?
What about them?
She leaked thousands of classified information to, like, ISIS or something.
They investigated her 5 times and found nothing. She's old. You cannot expect her to understand modern technology.
Didn't she have a BlackBerry? That's prehistoric.
You would rather the Clintons would get away with murder than let Trump in the White House.
The Clintons did not have anyone killed. That's all bullshit. Stop reading InfoWars.
Can we just watch A Christmas Story?
They're both idiots.
Oh, what an original position from Kevin Alive. Couldn't see that coming.
Fair enough, I'll save you the monologue.
Trump is the best president that we have ever had.
Reagan.
Oh, no, you're right. He was the best.
George Washington.
Oh, I would have voted for Washington any day.
It's too easy.
No one voted for Washington, dumbass. He was appointed.
I knew that.
Either way, Bernie was my pick.
What? That commie cunt would have allied with North Korea, while Trump obliterated Un into submission.
All Trump did was bait him on Twitter. Don't remember they basically declared war on us on a social media platform?
Oh, shut up, you fucking traitor.
Eat dick, you fascist!
I'm headed up to here with all of you! Always fighting! Get in the kitchen!
Okay.
All of you! Now we are going to drink some eggnog and get fucking festive!
That is not like
Shut up, Phoebe! Kevin, get me eggnog!
Okay. What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
Well, Harold, of course, is the father of the household, and we should do as he says.
Patriarchy at its finest.
Whoa, I don't know if I'm okay with this.
You're our guest, you wouldn't want to be rude.
Veronica, stop antagonizing him. You're just making it worse.
How could it get any worse?
What the hell are you doing?
Just do wait, Seth. Everything will be all right.
Are you drugging us with America? I don't want any of that.
Suit yourself, you've been doing just fine on your own. The cure to the plague of this family is about to be administered.
Kevin!
Yes, Dad.
Where's the eggnog?
Right here, sir.
Then bring it over!
Here you go, babe and sir.
Here you go.
Happy Hanukkah, everybody!
Mazel tov. I feel funny.
You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Kevin,
Yeah?
check the expiration date on the eggnog.
It said January 16th.
What? I want to come check it myself. I'm coming.
Seth, help me. Help me.
I'm missing the movie. Oh, Jesus. Get away from me, you faggot.
Whoa!
A Christmas Story!
Oh, hey, this is my favorite part.
What the fuck is going on? Seth, do something.
Wolfgang!
Yeah, boy.
Turn that goddamn television down!
I don't think it's on.
It's too loud!
TV on.
Help me.
It makes us stop.
There's nothing I can do for them now.
Seth,
Well, how much longer then?
Should just be a few more moments.
help me. Seth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, how are we all feeling?
Shut the hell up, Kevin.
Don't talk to your brother like that, you whore!
Quiet, you Jewish pig!
Welcome to stage 2.
Veronica,
Get your hands off me.
I'm just trying to help.
Why would I need help from a lying coward like you?
What?
You are nothing but a sissy pushover kid. Why would any woman want to settle down with you? You can't even stand up for yourself, so you hide and lie for anyone willing to shelter you.
Don't talk to my friend like that, you whore!
Oh, he is not your friend, dumbass. Do you really think we want some angsty little teenage runaway to spend Christmas with?
What? Jealous you can't have Seth all to yourself?
Oh, you can have him for all I care. You may think that he cares about you and your dead daddy, but oh, buddy, behind your back, all he does is give away your most precious secret.
Is this true, Seth?
No.
Lying again!
Is it true?
Not all of it! You really are my acquaintance.
Whatever.
That's more like it. Actually, man once in your life.
I don't need him. Besides, he's always being whipped by his cunt girlfriend.
It's working. I live fine on my own for 8 years.
Or 6 months?
Oh, now this fucking guy has something to say. What is it now, kike? Have something to get off your chest?
You think you're some sort of underdog, don't you, Wolfgang? But guys like you are always writhing around in their own filth before getting fucked up the ass by the good guys. The Nazis had, what, 12 years of glory, and the Confederates had 5?
They won all the major battles.
But lost the war! So if you want to dress in the uniform of a bunch of losers, be my guest. But just realize you are one yourself.
Have you forgotten you only won your Holy Land out of sympathy? If all it takes is 6 million dead, then why are all the Indians killing themselves at reservations?
Exactly! Long live Palestine!
No, fuck those Samuels.
That is not language for the dinner table!
Jesus Christ!
What was that?
I guess American opiates don't mix. Don't mind me. Get back to what you were doing.
I will not have some Jewish swine shit all over Aryan accomplishments. We conquered the globe using only our superior minds and powerful culture.
And how did that work out in the long run?
Same goes for you too. Think you're so smart because you went to college. Oh, let us all bow down before the ever enlightened progressive.
And kiss my feet as well.
Why couldn't you feminists just stop to the 70s and kept burning your bras? I'd be fine with that. In fact, I would have loved it. But no! You write shitty blog posts and think your opinions matter. You don't know anything. You're young, you're ignorant, you aren't smart. You
You aren't a political party. You have no ideology. You complain. You play the victim role. And as soon as anything goes wrong, you're right back to fucking the most boxly man you can find. Unlike Seth.
Hey, is that jealousy I hear, incel?
Veronica, stay out of this. It's not your place.
I'll stand where I please.
I am your father. You will do what I say.
You can't talk to me that way.
Look, I squashed that teenage rebel shit years ago. Look how you turned out.
A beautiful, independent woman.
A selfish little child who just lives off any man who'll dare date her.
Oh, fuck you!
Fuck me? Fuck you!
I am your daughter. You can't talk to me that way.
You never have respect for anyone. All you do is date some sissy pushover boy who likes to play dress up on the weekends, not to mention his choice of friend, a skinny little beta male who runs from his problems.
I can kick the ass of any man in here.
I'd like to see you try.
I'd shove a nut just so far up your ass and send the light with your precious
Get your
menorah.
hands off that, you Nazi son of a bitch!
Oops!
I'm gonna kill you!
Watch out! Spastic Big Nose is chewing out! And you wonder why I'm racist.
Ha! Let go of me, you shoot shuffle! Shit her brains!
Kevin, stop this!
Don't worry, I have this under control.
Merry Christmas yet?
I no longer have this under control.
God damn it, Bibby! Get out of the way! Hey!
Oh, did you guys see that shit? It was like the frickin' Matrix.
You totally just punched my dad in the face. That was amazing.
Let's just say I'm a man of many skills.
What was that, Harold?
Yeah! That was unfortunate.
You killed her!
How is this my fault? That degenerate got out of the way. He's the murderer.
Don't talk to Wolfgang that way.
What?
If anyone is a murderer here, it's you.
What are you talking about?
I know what you've been doing, you son of a bitch.
Seth!
Mrs. Applegate.
We had a deal, you little coward!
I didn't tell her!
Liar!
I'm sorry, I'm lost here.
Harold has been euthanizing his patients his entire career,
Euthanizing?
putting them down.
Oh. Hey, you can't do that. Life is sacred.
I've only done it for 2 years.
You can't just kill people. You're a doctor.
Calm down, Wolfgang. Or should I say, Mr. Cullen?
That was our secret.
Sucks, don't it?
Who else knows?
I do, but it's no problem. I've always wanted to be with a circumcised man.
Look, I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Oh, and look how that turned out for you. It's time to get even, Seth.
Not again.
Ah,
Please don't.
ha! Just ha!
Are
Everyone get a good look at Seth's little secret.
Are those mine?
What are you? Some sort of fag?
Why have you been hiding this from me, Seth? Do you know how progressive I would look to have a trans boyfriend or girlfriend?
What sort of sick fetish is this?
He says it's not sexual, just his own little hobby. Isn't that right, Seth?
I was not expecting this from you, Seth.
What have I been telling you? You've never been a real man.
Such a goddamn disgrace.
Such a goddamn disgrace. Well, how does it feel? How with your undisclosed undergarments out for all to see?
You want to know what I think? I think you're all one giant toxic contradiction!
Look at you. You're in no position to judge us.
Look at me. Look at you, Harold. You think you're doing the world a favor? You took an oath to protect the weak and cure the sick.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, scared to face reality. It doesn't matter how many Holocaust sob stories you have to tell, good never wins. And whether you meet your death at the hands of some cancerous cell or a mad oncologist, death is always the same. And you're a murderer, Harold. There's a special place in hell for you, right next to Adolf Hitler. And I'm sure you've got a lot of stories for him.
You'll have a lot of explaining to do then, you kike bastard.
Don't even get me started on you!
Oh, good looking to me. I'm tough as nails.
Shut up! We all know you couldn't get a girlfriend, so naturally you blame the Jews. You're incapable of taking things into your own hands, so you just find somebody a little different than you and pin your problems on them. Then when you're confronted about it, you make up your own bullshit facts to support your bogus claim. You're not the Ubermensch. You're an ignorant, angry cancer. And I hope Harold pumps 1,000 cc's of ketamine straight into your ignorant bloodstream.
Exactly!
Shut up, you liberal, self-centered, donkey-faced bitch! You think you're so progressive, waving your multicolored flags around, that none of us can figure out what the LGBT fuck you they stand for. Oh, and then you hop on Facebook and just read a bunch of awful Facebook posts that support your putrid narrative. Not to mention how you treat your minority friend like some kind of novelty keychain.
Exactly.
You're both so stupid! Don't you understand? You're exactly exactly the same! You get angry over the same things, you make up your own facts, and you're filled to the brim with hate for your fellow man!
I am a liberal. I love everyone.
Oh, except for him?
Well, I do love him. Oppress me, Wolfie.
What? Okay, sure, you can't get enough of the women and the gays, but you can't stand hatred and violence unless it's directed toward the guy wearing the white sheet. How you feel about them is no different than him and the Jews!
Oh, but those fuckers are racist. They generalize people based on the color of their skin. I treat all genders, sexualities, and races equally.
Even straight white men.
Oh, those fuckers get the whole world handed to them.
I rest my case. You are both a poison to this country and a poison to me. America is dying and you can't help but stab her in the back every chance you get.
Get a load of this guy!
Can anyone take him seriously?
Put his shirt on, am I right?
I'm trying to act all strong. Look at yourself, you idiot.
What have I been telling you? You've never been a real man.
But you hated masculinity.
Oh, please. I don't mind it. Especially when they look like him. All dressed up in a uniform. I've always wanted to be with a military man.
That's a Nazi uniform. A Nazi!
Don't say anything, you'll get the same treatment as Harold, and once that really hurts!
I know you want it.
I love a strong woman.
Oh.
Fuck it, I give my blessing.
Come and get some of this!
Sorry, Seth!
Stage 2, man. Looks like they have moved on.
Well, I guess if this is how it's gonna be, I might as well join you. By the way, in case you all didn't know, Harold drugged you. Kevin drugged you, by the way, with his little science project. You know what? You're right. I'm not much of a man. In fact, I'm a coward. But I can say the same for the rest of you, and I, for one, am ready to be cured.
Whoa there, Seth, you're just supposed to take one drop.
See you on the other side.
Oh, shit.
Hello? Is anybody there? I think I'm having an overdose. I need, Kevin, get my keys. I think it's in my coat pocket. I need you to drive me to the hospital, Kevin. It hurts so bad.
No trannies in the operating room.
We the people devoted to form a more perfect union. For Christ's sake, Sally, shove a finger in there. My character Philadelphia arrives in 10. All men are created equal. That doesn't include you, Tranny. Stay out of my bathrooms.
Please.
What do you want?
I can't.
Do you even know who I am right now?
Kevin, I need your help.
My help. You ruined everything. I was supposed to solve all this, but you couldn't keep your mouth shut.
What are you talking about?
They're stuck, Seth. All of them. They're supposed to forget their faults, not be reminded about them. Look at yourself. Falling all over the damn place. You've been like this for hours.
Hours?
You trashed the whole house. You tore my lab to pieces. Everything I was working on ruined. Oh, stage 2. Finally. Took you long enough. Hold up, buddy. This isn't Gettysburg. It's a real gun.
Their savior?
Listen, I didn't do this to them. It was America that made them this way.
Your drug doesn't even work. They're stuck. I'm stuck like you said.
I realize now that they're beyond saving. They have convictions just like everyone else. This family is just a bunch of greed-filled parasites like the millions across this country. It's you, Seth. It's all you. You're special.
No, I'm not special. I'm not a hero. I'm me. That's all I have ever wanted to be is just me. I have spent years terrified that people would find out about my secret, terrified that I would lose my loved ones. And now that it's out, I feel free.
You stayed strong even until the bitter end. You're a good person, Seth. That's hard to come by these days. You stepped out of the shadow and presented yourself to the world, lingerie and all. Yes. You don't have to hide anymore. You're cured. America's the cure. How do you feel?
I feel free. I finally feel free.
Welcome to stage 3, my friend.
Thank you. Is that the sheriff?
Guess we've been a little too disturbing.
Oh no, Vivian.
Don't worry about her now. You have a chance to start over. You can leave all of this behind you. Walk out that door and never look back.
Well, come with me. You haven't done anything wrong.
Always the optimist. I've been running a highly illegal drug trade out of my closet for 8 years. I'm not going anywhere. This house is a sinking ship, and I'm her captain.
What are you going to do?
I'll kill myself while I still have the chance. There's no place in this world for me. Mr. Idealists come and go. We think highly of ourselves, but ultimately nothing changes. You can't change what's human. And I died just like the rest of you, like you said.
Hello, is anybody in there?
Go.
But
Don't worry about it. I'll wait for you to leave. I've lived through enough death for one day.
Hello? Seth, what the hell are you wearing?
how you doing, Sheriff?
Seth, is Harold in there?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Seth, there's been a murder.
I know.
You know about Mrs. Applegate?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Vivian.
Vivian, what happened?
Oh, Harold shot her.
He did what?
It was an accident, though. He was trying to shoot Wolfgang. But don't worry, he's fine. He's in there screwing Veronica right now.
Jesus Christ, I'm taking fire!
No. That's just Kevin's suicide.
What the hell is wrong with you? Have you gone insane?
No, I've been cured. We've all been cured. What's happening there is just one drop of America. The greatest drug on earth. A country where we're all different. And, though we may face some challenges, we all face them together. We're all different in this vast land. We follow no official religion, speak no official language, bow down to no man. But at the end of the day, we're the same. A refuge to the weak, a birthplace to the strong. We're all American. And for the first time in my life, I feel proud to say, I am an American.